Hey y'all, this is the Cap Energy Tarot, the Cap Energy, or just Cap, whatever you prefer to call me. Today I'm going to be doing some channel messages with these cards as well here, see what comes through. Like, why have you been seeing all these repeating numbers, 111, 444, things like that. Let's see. Let's see why. Let's see why. Why have you been seeing these repeating numbers? Y'all are leveling up. You're being told to drop some stuff that doesn't resonate. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands and the placement of your general outlook. So, like, anybody's issues that people are throwing at you that are not your own, drop them. You don't need to be helping these people anymore, is what I'm getting. So, because you're leveling up, you don't need to be. It's like I get this energy of people just dumping on you, emotionally dumping, and not really receiving the messages like they're supposed to. You know what I mean? Like the advice you give people, they're not just receiving it. They're just. It's almost like they're waiting for you to finish talking, and then just so they can dump, and not really take the advice. So people's burdens are not your own. These people continue to dump, I feel like. That's why you've been seeing these repeating numbers. 222 is here, and 777. So let's see. Let's see what's up. Yeah, because there's an opportunity waiting on the other side, but it's just a matter of dropping those burdens that are not your own. You don't want to be taking on people's burdens all the time. I think you're pretty sick of it at this point, with Saturn going retrograde, yesterday. So that's another thing. Saturn is about boundaries, structure, and discipline. So in karma, these are karmic relationships, of course, karmic connections that you sign contracts with before you're reincarnated, things like that. So at the bottom of this deck we have the King of Wands. So yeah, you're getting downloads here still, obviously. This was in my last video, but there's some more here. Knowledge coming in here. More, I would say, divine knowledge, I'm going to say. So yeah. But yeah, this is in the placement of the second house, which is Taurus, which is our resources and self-worth and real estate. So yeah, just these changes, it's like people are challenging your self-worth. They're challenging you. Are you really going to stick to who you say you are? That kind of thing. That's why these numbers are to remind you of your power, to remind you of your gifts, to remind you that you're not just anybody. You're leveling up here, and it's time to not resist the changes that are coming. That's why you're seeing numbers like 111, 1111, stuff like that, even 888s here. Yeah, because we know certain connections have ended already. They clearly have ended with the world. They clearly have ended. They clearly have. You have to. It's like something about your aura, right here, your auric field. I'm getting. You absorb a lot of energy. These people, you may be living with these people. But yeah, people are just dumping on you. They're making you feel like shit. You're absorbing it and you're feeling like them. You're feeling like shit just like they are. And it's not yours to carry, and this is like their burdens are not your burdens. Let's just say that. That's why you've been seeing these repeating numbers. It's a constant reminder that these are not your burdens at all. So yeah, because you're creating something, you are in your highest timeline. I'm getting. You're in the highest timeline. You're a quantum leaping. You quantum leaped recently. So yeah, you definitely have. Your environment has changed. Your things have become more obvious to you because of the quantum leap into your highest timeline. So it becomes obvious more. You become more aware of people's shadows and people's projections and people repeating the same things, same shit, right? So yeah, Four of Cups. So they want to make you feel like them, they want to make you feel like them for sure. They do. They really do. These people really want you to make you feel like them. But that's not your issue, right? It's not. Your burdens, you don't Their burdens are not yours. So just know that. Yeah, because look, that you've done a lot of work on yourself. It's pretty evident. It's showing. The more you do the work, obviously your awareness becomes heightened. Your gifts become heightened. You know, you can sense when people are just projecting and things like that. And that's just where you're at right now, where your gifts are so at a point where it's so high. Like you could just see this stuff. You know, even before it happens, because I get this clairvoyance kind of energy from a lot of y'all. You know, you could see it before it happens. You know, now, so you don't really deal with it. You know, and people keep trying to dump on you. You know, and they're not receiving the advice you're giving them that you have been giving them in the past, where you were more maybe a little too accommodating at one point, but now you understand boundaries now. So it's a boundary thing, and you understand that, and that's coming up to boundaries. You know, sticking to those, or creating boundaries where people can't just cross them, right? So yeah, creating boundaries, as I said, this is in the placement of the ninth house, which is our philosophy. So your philosophies are like, you know, you need to honor my energy. You need to honor that you can't just dump on me like you used to. You know, not my problem anymore. Like that's the energy I get. So yeah, because you now you have distance between these people. Like you just distance yourself. You don't you just you know you love people from afar basically now these days, and you know that's where it's getting to that point where I'm just gonna have to love these people from afar, because they are not going to change. They're going to repeat everything. They repeat every year the same things, same issues, same complaints, same excuses, and you're at a level where it's your gifts are like, you know, I'm not a victim anymore. You know, these people that are around you, they play victim mentality, and they're just trying to dump on you. It's like you're the dumping ground for these people. You know, you're a dumping ground. So you have to create these energetic boundaries, and if they don't like it, that's the point, right? So you need to know that. They need to know, period. Yeah, you need, because right now your focus is just on yourself and your growth, and focusing on the people that are on the same journey with you, that are, you know, healing, taking responsibility for themselves, and not dumping and, you know, projecting, and we're aware of what we're projecting, you know, so we become aware of what we're projecting out into the world. So, you know, and that's become a focus of how am I presenting myself to the collective, to social media, to the world, you know, and how it does that attracts like that kind of stuff, right? So because you have a light about you that is just really, it's beautiful, but at the same time, you know, low vibes are going to be attracted to that too. So they're going to be attracted to it. There's just no way around it. You know, yes, it could attract your tribe, it could attract your people, but sometimes it also attracts the low vibes too. Um, and they want the light, because it's just so shiny, it's so bright, right? And they're going to want access to you, and that's where Saturn retrograde's going to come into play. Is, you know, Saturn is the planet of lessons. It's a planet of hard lessons. It's reality. That's why we go through Saturn returns 3 times in our lives, so just to give us a little reality check about how we're going about life and how we're handling shit, right? So yeah, but yeah, 10 of Pentacles. So like your spirituality at this point, like it's in the placement of spirituality. You know, it's the 12th house, it's spirituality or connection to spirit. So your connection to spirit is definitely this awareness here of the things around you. There's just so much around you. You're aware of everything around you. You're aware of any slight changes to anything. You're aware of things. You know, your third eye is just, you're very discerning is what I get. This is in the placement of acquaintances. The 11th house is Aquarius. It's acquaintances. It's social media. Um, it's humanitarianism, you know, and you're aware of the shadiness from people. You're aware of the shadiness of people where they're repeating shit, and, you know, even narcissistic tendencies, even, or are just straight up narcissists, you know. So, and here we have the 3 of, you know, Wands. I forgot to point out that this is in the placement of the 10th house, which is Capricorn, which is the past, which is karma, which is our career. our appearances. So there's a career change here too. So that's why you're seeing these numbers too, because you know that you're about to change a career, or you're about to like branch off into another career and have multiple careers going on, multiple projects going on. And right now, you know, in this current present moment, you know, you have this in the first house of Aries, which is our general outlook on life and physical appearance. So you may, you know, be, you're just not, you're not having it anymore, you know. Your general outlook is like, I'm looking out for me now. I'm looking out for me, period. And if people don't like that, they know what to do, you know. So, and you have this, you know, the world card that's here in the placement of the mind, which is the third house, which is Gemini. We're still in Gemini season, so there's a lot of things that you know that you're getting, like these ideas you're getting about, okay, that's done with. This is done with. I need to do something different. I need to go about it differently. I need to change the way I approach this. I need to change the way how I structure my life, how I structure my mind, my ideas. How am I going to get this all going? You know, when you have the death card in the placement of the sixth house, which is Virgo, and Virgo deals with our health and self-improvement and routine and organization. So the death card is kind of bringing that up, you know, like you may have, you all may be Scorpios, or just have, I hear fixed energy. So like, you know, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and you know, we have Saturn retrograde, as I mentioned earlier in this video. Saturn retrograde is in Aquarius. So Aquarius, as I mentioned, is humanitarianism, it's innovation, social media, it's our acquaintances. So it's like you're really focused on who's around you. You're really focused on like the people that show you loyalty, that when you're not around, you know, when they're not interacting with you, you know, your awareness to that has become very high. I feel like here with this Ten of Pentacles being in the 12th house of Pisces, which is the 12th house, it's spirituality, it's our connection to spirit. So you know, spirit is your spiritual awareness. Your awareness is just, it's at its high, and you know when to cut people off. And I get this energy of people not being authentic. You know, I get this energy of people trying to compete with you. They're literally almost plagiarizing your stuff. They're literally taking your shit word for word. You know, it's one thing to be inspired, it's another just to literally plagiarize something and just take it word for word. That's not being inspired, right? So they may be covering it up with inspiration, but I feel like it's just a thing where your energy is so infectious in a way where it's so like abundant and it's magnetic and all this stuff, and it's people just really want to be like you. Literally, they literally want to be every bit above you. It's like a fan, like it's just like a hardcore fan, you know. They want to literally be, sorry, I'm on my bed here, y'all. I'm going like this, but anyway, they just literally want to be like you. It's kind of like those people that, you know, go and get plastic surgery and want to look like their favorite celebrity that they really, you know, idolize. You know, it's like that kind of energy, you know, and it's kind of weird, you know. So, and it's kind of like, you know, why can't y'all just be authentic, you know? And that's kind of like where I'm feeling this energy where you wish people were more authentic with you, and you're finding out who isn't authentic, who's not. And that's why you're seeing numbers like 333, 888, 999, especially that number. You know, that's what I'm getting here. It's very, it's like almost, you're almost disappointed with people. Like, I wish people would just really just be authentic, you know, and you're just not having it. You're just not fucking having it, you know. You're just a leader here. You know, you have wisdom here. I get you have wisdom. You just know stuff. You know shit, I guess you could say. You just know what to say when somebody asks something, you know, when it comes to some advice, whether it's, you know, whatever that pertains to. You just know something. You just know what to say and how to give it, you know. So, and let's see what's at the top here. Yeah. You're just fun to be around. You're literally fun to be around. I mean, you have this fun, uplifting energy that people just love. But at the same time, you know, it's like, don't compromise yourself. Don't compromise like your well-being for them, because you're so, you're so compassionate. You have this heart of gold, I hear, but be discerning at the same time, y'all. So just know, because your awareness, your keen awareness, your gifts, your keen awareness is strong. It's really strong. And there's some this is ancestors I pick up here. This is like ancestors. Like, you have a strong connection to your ancestors with the death card there. A lot of strong connection to your ancestors. Um, and they brought you to some things to your attention already about certain people that are not on your timeline. I'm getting that try to, invalidate you in some way and dump on you. And it's just a thing where I don't know why you hear Olympia. So maybe y'all had Olympias done recently and you found out some things about people, because that literally you could figure out who's sending what. Um, but and you've kept your distance, and you've kind of already become aware, and you kept your distance from these people that are just holding you down, and you can sense the projections that are coming from them, that shade they're throwing, even in a joke, even they're kind of throwing it at you. I get, there's something about that. And your awareness is like, okay, you taking notes. So you're taking psychic notes, yeah, if you want to say it like that, Um, and there's just certain people, I just like, you wish people would be authentic. Why do people need to be this way? Why do they do that? Because you just you know who you are. I mean, you already do. It's just people, I think, are figuring out who they are, and therefore they try to plagiarize and take it, or inspired. Don't get me wrong, you can be inspired, and but it has your touch on it. But here, people are just taking it and having just it's word for word. Everything is just almost like plagiarism. So that's what I'm getting here. Let's see what's at the below the King of Wands here. Yeah, see, people are still don't know who they are. They clearly don't. They see you as a leader, but they don't. They're still kind of figuring out who they are. Um, you're just that energy, loving energy to be around. Yeah, because look, before you would just hand out this energy of yours, this divine energy of yours, um, this sacred energy of yours. It's an honor to be in your presence. Know that. Remember that, because people can't just come to you and then expect, there's no reciprocity coming from these people that have been coming to you. And there's no reciprocity on the other end. They just want. I keep hearing a shortcut. People want a quick fix, and Saturn retrograde is not for the quick fix. You know, they say no. You're gonna handle all this shit. You're gonna handle it right now. Sorry, let me adjust my. There we go. Um, but just know that, because you really become aware of the things around you easily. I mean, it's like a download you get, and these numbers come up and they confirm it. They confirm your claircognizance, or they confirm your clairvoyance, they confirm your clairaudient. They confirm all that stuff for you. And I don't know why I get 555 constantly. 555 is a constant. It means change for the most part. Of course, listen to what your body, your intuition is telling you when you see those numbers. Always know that's a good sound advice. Is what are your thoughts when you see these numbers? And I feel like for the most part, for most of y'all, when you see these numbers, it's to confirm your gifts. It's to confirm your awareness. Is to confirm like all these things that people have been doing to you, and now you're aware of it even more so, and you know how to move about these people, and know that you have to set boundaries with these people. Because setting boundaries is an opportunity for them to stay friends with you. But if they don't honor your boundaries, they're not your friend. They're energy vampires, they're leeches. So just know that. But yeah, what else? What else, Spirit? There's a lot of Egyptian energy here. A ton of Egyptian energy. A lot. There's a lot here, and they're around for a reason, because There's just something about here that's coming in, like you know, it's like you're just there's just you're leveling up, and they're here to like remove obstacles, you know, and they're here to do that, you know, they're here to remove these obstacles, and these people are the obstacles, you know, and it could be ourselves as well because we allow these people to hold us back. So that too, that in conjunction with it. Um, but your awareness overall is fucking top notch. Like it's fucking top notch. All right. Um, you're truly tapped in, y'all. Like I can't even explain how tapped in y'all are here. There's such an awareness; it's unbelievable here. It's otherworldly. I'm just gonna say that. That's a good word, you know, for it to describe it. It's the only word I can really put into to describe this awareness here, and these numbers that come up, and they boom, it's confirmed right there. You know, right then and there, that's what it means. That's what it's confirming. That's it. It's like there's no second guessing with you. All right, you're like I'm seeing. I get goosebumps as I say that. So yeah, that's confirmation again. So you know when to step back, when to set boundaries. You know when you just you're I hear meditation, so you're constantly meditating. You're constantly meditating on these things, um, and there's just an awareness. It's just I can't even. They want me to bring this up a lot. You know the awareness you have. Your awareness. Wow. It's your connection to your ancestors. That's what I'm getting. Connection to the ancestors, and I get even more goosebumps as I say that. You just like you have strong ancestors is what I'm getting. You have strong ancestors, and they do not play. They're letting you know about certain people. All right, they are letting you know about these people, about everything. Even when you're on social media, you can sense when just the collective energy on social media is a little off, or it's a little concerning, or you just pick up on it, and it's like ooh, I don't like you could feel the energy as soon as you go onto social media. You could feel it. That's what I'm picking up. Like you could feel it, and it just is not comfortable for you. You have to get off, because you could feel it so strongly, and when it's like you understand that like the collective energy is just it's not being authentic right now. There's a lot of have compassion, but be discerning at the same time. Know when somebody's being authentic, when somebody's not being authentic. It's like there's a lot of since the Pluto return back in February 22nd, right? And we be getting downloads and in being integrated and all. And I mean, there's a lot of healing that takes place during those times, the past several months here, up till now. And it's like if you can't get to the point where you're bypassing all the time, where people are just bypassing, when somebody's bypassing something, you just know. And you're not going to associate with these people anymore. There's all love, but it's like nothing personal. But at the same time, like, don't allow anyone just to have access to that energy, because you're just not anybody. All right, you're just not anybody. You're just not. They're saying you're just not anybody. you know I hear prosperous life. So you want to have prosperous life, prosperous energy around you, prosperous people that feed you, that are good for your soul, and that reciprocate and understand all these things, and they're holding themselves accountable. You want just people like that around you. That's point blank period. And I hear warning signs. You may be getting warning signs already, and you already have acted accordingly to those because of your awareness, your keen awareness, I hear. So 444. So I know y'all been seeing that like no other. 444. Birds. Birds, constantly birds. I mean birds like flying by you to confirm things. I mean birds chirping, you know, constantly when you're out there. As soon as you go outside, they're chirping, things like that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So, anything else here? angels. Archangel Michael is just so present for a lot of us. Raphael, Archangel Raphael as well, very much so. Um, the Holy Spirit, like Mother Mary, is around a lot too. So just know that, and I just saw something over here, so that's confirming it. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed this reading. That was a lot. There was a lot that came through. So thank y'all for watching this video. Whenever you come across it, this is going to be timeless. So whenever you're meant to see it, you're going to see it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Cap Energy Tarot here. Follow me on all my other social media platforms. The Cap Energy 33 on TikTok. The Cap Energy Tarot on Instagram and Facebook. DM me if you're interested in any readings, because I do psychic readings, of course. I do tarot readings, I do astrology, natal chart, birth chart readings, I do light language healing activations, I do clearings, anything like that. So if you're interested in any of those services, DM me on those services, my pages there. So thank y'all for watching, and remember, where attention goes, energy flows. Stay hydrated, stay safe. I love y'all. See y'all next time.